Now next topic in this chapter, determinants. Solution of system of linear equations in three variables by matrix method. Means you are going to find the solution of linear equations using inverse of matrix and determinants. Here we will study the solution of linear equation for three possible cases. It may be unique solution, no solution, or infinite number of solutions. All three cases I have to cover here. First, before solving, you should know the consistency of system of linear equations. If you are able to find the solution of a system of linear equation, it may be one solution or infinite solution. Then system of equations known as consistent system equation. And if there is no solution of system of equations, then it is known as inconsistent solution. Next, homogeneous and non-homogeneous equations. Linear equations of the form a1x plus b1y plus c1z equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2z equal to 0, a3x plus b3y plus c3z equal to 0. It implies constant term is 0. Only variables are present here. Then these equations known as homogeneous system of linear equations. And if constant is present in a real number, then it is known as non-homogeneous system of linear equations. First consistency covered. Now here homogeneous and non-homogeneous. Now next, solution of linear equations for non-homogeneous. Only one part I have covered here, are non-homogeneous method or process to solve the linear equation. If linear equation in three variables given, write the equation in matrix form as this. Means coefficients of x, y, z. Write in matrix form as matrix A. X equal to variables x, y, z, and b equal to whatever constant written. First you constant transfer right side. After that d1, d2, d3 write in matrix B. Then we can write this as matrix equation equal to ax equal to b. Because you matrix multiply and equate, then we will get these four equations. First assumption ax b. After that matrix equation ax equal to b, where a, x and b given here. For solving, first case you have to check matrix A is singular or non-singular. If A is non-singular matrix, already in previous video I have covered. If A is non-singular means determinant of A not equal to 0. Then we can find A inverse. And then solution will be write as x equal to A inverse B. Note as ax equal to b, matrix equation written on previous slide. Multiply both sides by A inverse ax equal to A inverse b. A inverse A, write as identity matrix into x equal to A inverse b. Identity matrix into x equal to matrix x equal to A inverse b. Now your next objective to find the A inverse if matrix A is given. Therefore, in this solution we will get unique solution. And this method is known as matrix method or solution using inverse of matrix. Then, for example, matrix A is given as 1, 2, minus 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, minus 3, 4. Find A inverse and then solve system of equations as given here. Since coefficients of x, y, z, if you observe, written in matrix form given here. Coefficient of x, y, z 1, 2, minus 3, 1, 2, minus 3 written. 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, minus 3, minus 4, 3, minus 3, minus 4. X resume as x, y, z and b minus 4 to 11, minus 4, 2 and 11. Then matrix equation we can write as Ax equal to b, Rx equal to A inverse b. Now your next objective to find out A inverse. To find A inverse, first you have to find cofactors of matrix A, all the elements. To find the cofactors A11, first element. Delete first row and first column. First row and first column. What remains? 3 into minus 4, minus 12, minus 6 means plus 6. Minus 12 plus 6, minus 6. Because minus 1 power 2 means 1, or 1 into minus 6, minus 6. A12. Delete first row and second column. Then 2 into minus 4, minus 8, minus 6, minus 8, minus 6. Position minus 1 power 3 is minus to minus 1 into minus 14, 14. Similarly, A13, A21, 17, A22, 5, A23, 9, A31, 13, A32, minus 8 and A33, minus 1. In this pattern, you can calculate cofactors of all the elements of matrix A. Then next, find the determinant of it. Determinant, select first row, multiply by the elements by its cofactor. 1 into its cofactor, plus 2 into its cofactor, plus minus 3 into its cofactor. 1 into cofactor, minus 6, plus 2 into 14, plus minus 3 into minus 15. After solving, value of determinant of matrix A is 67, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, given matrix is non-singular matrix and inverse exists. Means matrix A is invertible matrix. Then next, find out adjoint of A. Adjoint of A means write down all cofactors as per their position and then transpose of it. All elements written, all values of all cofactors. Transpose. Transpose means interchange row and column. First row write as first column, second row second column, and third row third column. Then A inverse with formula 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. 1 upon determinant of A means 1 upon 67 into adjoint of A, just calculated here. Put it. You are getting value of A inverse. Then matrix equation is written x equal to A inverse B. Now put the value of A inverse and B, matrix B minus 4 to 11 to 1 upon 67 into matrix multiplication. And after that, 20 first row in first column, we are getting this element 24 plus 34 plus 143. Add them, divide by 67, you will get 3. These three numbers simplify, divide by 67 minus 2. Third, 60 plus 18, 78 minus 11, 67, 67 divided by 67, 1. Equate these two matrices. Value of x is 3, y minus 2 and z 1. In this pattern, we can find the value of x, y and z in case of unique solution. Unique solution means you can say if determinant of A not equal to 0. If matrix A is invertible, then we can find unique solution. Generally in class 12 syllabus, unique solution cases are given, but now we have to cover other cases. No solution and infinite solution. Now next case, if matrix A is singular matrix, means determinant of A equal to 0. Then first you calculate adjoint of A into B. If adjoint of A into B not equal to O represent zero matrix. If adjoint of A into B is not a zero matrix, then solution does not exist, and you can say system of equations are inconsistent. That is third case. If A is singular matrix, means determinant of A equal to 0. Again, like case second, calculate adjoint of A into B. If adjoint of A into B not equal to 0 matrix, then no solution. If it is equal to 0 matrix, then system of equation is consistent and have infinite number of solutions. Now, method by which you can solve it. I have taken one example here. From here easily you can write matrix A, coefficients of x, y, z, x equal to x, y, z, and B 5, 7, and 9. Then matrix equation equal to Ax equal to B, like in case first, x equal to A inverse B. Then next step, find out determinant of A. First element into its cofactor, second element its cofactor. In this pattern you are calculating, and after solving you are getting value of determinant as 0. If determinant of A is 0, then you can say A is not invertible, means A inverse is not possible to find. And if A inverse is not possible to find, means there is no unique solution. If no unique solution, now second case arises. It may be no solution or infinite solution. Two cases remains here. No solution or infinite solution. Find out cofactors. Already discussed the method by which we can find cofactors. The next step, write down adjoint of A. Cofactors, matrix written. Find out transpose, you are getting adjoint of A. Process is same. Now next, adjoint of A into B calculate. And here you are getting a 0 matrix. If adjoint of A into B not equal to 0 matrix, then you will write no solution or inconsistent. If determinant of A equal to 0 and adjoint of A into B equal to 0, then consistent and infinite number of solutions. Now question arises, can we find infinite number of solutions? For that, put Z equal to K. Because if there are infinite number of solutions, to take value of any one variable as K, it may be x, y, z. I have taken here Z equal to K. Then there are three equations. Take help of first two equations, first and second. First equation we will get 2x minus y equal to 5 minus 3k, and 3x plus 2y equal to 7 plus k. Now it is a linear equation in two variables in that form. Now you can solve it again by matrix method. Write down matrix equation Ax equal to B in that form. And again you just check A inverse for matrix of order 2 by 2. Since determinant of A 7 which is not equal to 0, therefore A inverse exists for this matrix. And if A inverse exists, then write down A inverse equal to 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. 1 upon 7 into adjoint of A, directly you can write. Directly means interchange these two elements, and here change the sign. Interchange, position means to remain same, and change the sign. You are getting adjoint of A 1 upon determinant of A. Then x equal to A inverse B 1 upon 7 A, and value of B 5 minus 3k 7 plus k. matrix multiplication and divide by 7, you will get 17 minus 5k upon 7 and 11k minus 1 upon 7. Equate both sides. Then value of x you will get 17 minus 5k upon 7, y equal to 11k minus 1 upon 7, and z already we have taken as k. In this pattern you are getting infinite number of solutions. For different value of k you will find different value of y and z. K equal to 1 you are getting first solution, k equal to 2 second solution, k equal to 3 third solution. If we put k equal to minus 4, next solution, k equal to minus 10, next solution. In this pattern for different values of k you will get different solution which satisfy all three equations. Therefore this is the case of getting infinite number of solutions, and this is the method by which we can solve equations based on infinite number of solutions. Now two questions for practice which you have to solve and complete. First you have to find product of these two matrices. If you observe carefully, the one matrix is given as coefficients of I, j and k of these three equations. 1 minus 1 1, 1 minus 1 1. Here 1 minus 2 minus 2, 1 minus 2 minus 2. Third 2 1 3, 2 1 3. It implies, if you observe carefully, the second matrix is given as coefficients of I, j, k. First you find product of these two matrices. If by chance product is equal to identity matrix, then you can say both are inverse of each other, means inverse of this matrix is this. I will consider this as A, then inverse of A is this minus 4 4 and 4, minus 7 1 3 and 5 minus 3 minus 1. And after that you can solve it. Second question, three questions given. By matrix method you have solved. One more method is there to solve linear equation 2 variables, that is known as Cramer rule. In next video I will try to discuss that method, Cramer rule. You have to solve these two questions and submit the solution.